Just went for a walk and talk and realized that the light messed up my whole entire video. So now I'm going to shoot it and tell you about the one form that you need to have to make an assumable loan purchase successful. I'm Andrew Texidor with clearlysold.com. And today I'm talking about the Novation agreement. That's the one form that you need to have in order to release the seller/original borrower from liability of that note that you signed up for when you closed on the home, okay? So that novation agreement, what it, in essence, it does is it transfers the liability from the original buyer/borrower to the new buyer/borrower and satisfies that loan for you. Basically, what the servicer does is they qualify the buyer, and as long as the buyer qualifies for the loan, then they, through this novation agreement, transfer the liability from the seller to the buyer. All of this is handled through a company that I use that processes the assumption for us. The cost of this is picked up by the buyer as the company passes that through their charge. They charge the buyer for their service, because the buyer is the one that really benefits, right? If you've got a loan that's at 3% or 4% or 2.5%, you're selling your home, it's the buyer that's really benefiting long-term from that. You, though, you benefit because my marketing is going to put that out there in front of the masses in a way that it is obvious that this is an assumable purchase. And there's plenty of people with money, cash to close. Okay, so let's just say you bought a home in 2020 for $425,000, and that house is worth $525 now. So there's $100,000 that somebody might need to bring in to make to be able to assume your financing terms at whatever that rate is. But there's plenty of people in the market that have that money. It's just that I know how to get in front of them, right? And so if you're considering selling your home and you've got a government loan, all government loans are assumable, but you want to have the buyer qualify to assume it. When they qualify to assume it, then you can get a novation agreement that transfers the liability, and so you're no longer on the hook, right? And the reason why this strategy is being played right now or put into play right now is affordability is still the biggest issue. Our market has been pretty stagnant for the last year. The transaction volume is down. Interest rates are up, even though they've come down in the last few weeks. They are still up, and affordability is the issue. So if you want to sell your home and you want to sell it at a premium, let's get together. Let's come up with the strategy to market your property as an assumable loan. I've got all of the steps in place so that to handle the transaction in an expeditious way, right? And so the company I use, they offer a 45-day performance guarantee. And so it's 45 days from the time that they get a contract with a buyer that they will come up with the final, basically, approval to assume the loan. So that's all they do. They just do assumptions, and they have all of the contacts, and they have the relationships with all the servicers, banks, lenders, and that's what they do. And so rather than trying to build a team and do that, I just let them do what they do. I do what I do. And so I attract buyers through my marketing, and I'm attracting sellers. The reality is this, because there's moving parts involved and it's not a traditional sale, it's just easier if I list your house and I also bring the buyer, because everybody's on the same page as me. I'm the one giving the directions, rather than if there's two realtors, there's one realtor trying to really, like the buyer's agent's going to be trying to do something different than my plan for you as a seller is. And that's what's important. When you work with me and I work for you, you get the bulldog, you get the representation that you deserve and need, especially in a transaction like this that can be a little hairy and not so easy to make successful. It's successful because communication is on board, and everybody that has a job to do. They know what their job is, and they stay within the lines of that. Once again, Andrew Texidor. I'm the founder of clearlysold.com, trying to make real estate transparent and clear and easy to conduct, even though it's not. When we work with a professional, we should make it look easy. My number is 602-909-9414. That's my direct mobile number. Or you can find me online at clearlysold.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Make it a great day.